The situation between Toby and Tswaki is becoming bad every day by day. Please stay with me, like this video, and subscribe as we wait for the verdict. Guys, I'm here and I have a certain kind of information on the matter, on the case. Guys, a lot of people have got they are taking this matter in a way, like, I know obviously this is a soapy, it's a television show, they're trying to educate us and all, but then now many people are taking it to heart, are being emotional about it. And yeah, it is understandable why they're doing that, because some people like experience this in real life. Right now, guys, I want to break it to you, but before that, you can first answer this question. What do you think will happen? Do you think Toby is going to jail, or he's gonna be found innocent? What do you think? You can comment and tell us what you think on the comment section below. However, guys, I have something for you. Now, this is just a clarification on the matter. You know, I won't really say what I think about the case, but then just a clarification, you know. So now I've realized something, right? A lot of people are looking at this case like one-sided. How is the question? Now, obviously we all know that Ntswaki is like, he's a liar. She's this girl who is all over the place. I can actually say she's not a good girl. She doesn't listen and all that. And she's a liar. I will say that again. And she lied, which made this case to be a little bit complicated. Now, we all know that Ntswaki always like has a thing for like older guys. If we can take it back, we can also remember the case of Kat from Kipsis. But then we're not there today. Now, she's the one who made a move on the guy, on Toby. Like, she actually like kinda asked him out, and then lied about being at varsity and stuff. But then now, guys, the reason why now Toby is actually being charged for violating her, this is where it gets interesting. Now, it's very, very possible that Toby might have violated her, but not intentionally. This is what I want you to understand. Like, so number one, the violators, yes, they do violate, and in most cases, we can say that is forced penetration, right? It's forced penetration. Now, like, this is where they are violating. And then number two, one can be violated, or rather, let me say, the violator can violate someone without even intending to. This is where, like, now the concept of consent is being misinterpreted, right? So this is what happened. Of course, like, people say, yeah, no is no, and all that. And in this case, obviously, Ntswaki didn't say no, right? But then her actions was showing that she wanna do it. But then, guys, because I love you guys and I know you follow the soapy, there is a clip, right? There is a clip. I went back to actually check what was happening around that time. If I remember correctly, I think it was May. So, what actually happened is there was a point when Tswaki wanted to go home. Like, she was having the second thoughts. Like, she wanted to go home, right? And then Toby stopped her from going, right? He stopped her. Like she was having second thoughts. She was like, no. She was trying to change her mind, she wanted to go back, and then Toby was like, no, don't go. Then he tried to talk her out of it, and then that was it. And then she decided to stay. So like now, because she wanted to do it, but she was having second thoughts. She was now thinking of what's gonna happen when I get home and stuff. Because that's why I say this was not a forced penetration. You go like he just forced himself on her. That's why he's also surprised, because she never even said no, right? But then now, this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part, because she went ahead and did all that. She also brought condoms and all that. But then now, the following morning, she realized that she messed up, because obviously, at home they're gonna be on top of her and all that. But the very, very, very tricky little part is where she wanted to go back home, and then the guy actually tried to talk her out of it, to say, no, you imagine being punished for something you didn't do, rather do it. I think that's where the problem is. So I can safely say that Tobias or Toby didn't really force himself. He didn't force himself on her, right? Because this is where like a lot of people are being confused, are getting like so many, having so many opinions. Yes, he did not force himself on her. It wasn't a forceful or forced penetration. But the problem here for him, which is gonna be like a big, big problem for him, is because he stopped her and she wanted to go. Now, obviously, in her mind, she's like, I wanted to go. And everything else that happened after, she feels like she was violated. So, he violated the rules. And again, she did not say no, so obviously he didn't know. So to him now, he feels like like she thinks that I violated her forcefully. That's why he's always surprised and all that. But if we check it in another angle, the fact of the matter is, you know, as crazy as it sounds, he should have let her go. Now, that is what's gonna be bad for him, you know? I just don't know, guys, what's gonna happen when the verdict comes out, you know? But what do you think will happen when the verdict comes out? Is he gonna be found guilty or innocent? Tell us what you think on the comment section below.